welcome to Clock It with Cordy. My name is Cordy, and I have with me Gordon Thompson and Fernando Nunez. And today we're going to talk about the community that you have created throughout your life out here at Judson. So first, I just want to get to know y'all a little bit. So just share a little bit about yourself and where you grew up and where you came from.
Accounting majors first.
My name is Fernando Nunez. I come from a small town in Mexico that only hosts 2 million people called Querétaro.
Sí.
And I've lived there my entire life, and I came here because my dad got hired as a professor. Decided to hop along with the journey, and it's led me to the best place I've ever been to.
Yes, that's so awesome.
My name is Gordon Thompson. I am, what did you say? I'm from Florida, but I live in Elgin, Illinois now. I live with a roommate named Jeremy Evans. He's from Kentucky. I love him dearly. And I am a business management major with a minor in marketing and a minor in architecture. And I'm a real estate agent.
Nice.
And you are? Who are you?
I'm Cordy. I am from Hillsville, Virginia.
Hillsville.
Born and raised. And so, yeah, just coming here to Judson, I came here for architecture and volleyball, and I didn't realize that I was going to find my faith and be so deep in my faith here. And so it's been so amazing. So last year, y'all took Elaine Roberts' class together, correct?
No.
Oh, no.
Not together.
You had it in the fall?
I had it in the fall and you had it in the spring.
Okay. So in her class, we read about building bridges and like how like bridges lead you into unexpected things, and like not like one story is just not about one thing. And so like even though the story was about bridges, it's more about just the community that you have created and like building those bridges to just unexpected places, like for example JSO or like your business society and everything like that. So can you just like give like an example of like one of the biggest like bridges you built here at Judson and how God has like provided you with that?
That is a really good question. And I don't have an answer just yet. You have something.
Mic drop.
I can
Go for it.
I can talk.
Perfect.
I think equally as important as building the bridges is jumping to the existing ones.
Yeah.
And some of the bridges that I found when I first came here were obviously the connections that my dad had with the architecture students.
Yes.
So that was my first approach to the community here.
Yeah.
But also through that, getting to meet people like Jeremy, like Gordon, Jerez, Fernando, Amador.
Yeah.
All of them, especially Gordon being the most friendly person I've ever met and the most extroverted. And you meet him and then you meet 200 more people just because of his connections. So that's definitely the longest bridge that I've walked in, and that has led to me eventually fabricating some other bridges, like JSO, like Bible Boys, like Bible studies with mixed groups, different things. Yeah, we kind of met like through your dad in a sense, because like I'm an architecture major and I had him as a professor, and like he would talk about you and he would go home and talk to you about us, and so I feel like that's like super cool that like your dad kind of helped us build that bridge. Even like he's an architect, so you know he's building it, you know. So yeah,
he's doing his job in more ways,
yes,
in the physical and in the theoretical.
Yeah.
I am a very meticulous person. You both know this. Hannah, who's watching right now, she knows that, and everybody who's probably gonna hear this. I'm a meticulous person. I'm very specific. I want specific things to look the way, act, talk, whatever, think, work the way. For me, the bridges, I built so many bridges around Judson. I love that the Lord has blessed me in any area of Judson. I can walk into a room and I will know somebody who can then know somebody else who can help somebody or build into somebody. The thing that is most important about any of the bridges I've built at Judson are the people who I'm walking on the bridge with. I don't really care where the bridge is going because I know the Lord holds it, even if it's not the best situation. The people are the most important part of walking on a bridge and going down a bridge. And so it always comes back to people for me, no matter what. Whoever built the bridge, who's walking the bridge, who leaves at the end of the bridge, who is just there for the journey of the bridge, who goes beyond that.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm trying to think real fast. So I have like random questions for y'all.
Yes.
But I think this one question wasn't like on my list of questions. Y'all have become like really good friends, and I feel like I wasn't there to like see y'all become friends. Like, were y'all friends from the get-go, or were y'all like, did it take y'all a while to come together and like build that connection with y'all?
The thing with me is I have very good memory, but when it comes to long-lasting relationships that transcend a barrier of, this is how we met, or just like small, steady things that eventually led to growth, I don't remember a single thing about it. Because there was no catalyst, there was no hinge moment that transformed our friendship. I think the most memorable, at least like the oldest experience that I can remember of, was him inviting me to Bible Boys. I went to the first few meetings because it seems like he knew that I was interested in that.
For sure.
Yeah. Surprisingly, you're one of the few people I do remember like moments of getting to know. And there used to be people in both our lives who we were really close to, who we're no longer close to, which is both sad and good in its seasons and its timing. But I remember getting close to you because of certain people. And then I remember a specific moment where you were like the first person I ever discipled or like shared faith with and dove deeper into the Bible. And I remember sitting in the Res Life office one night, it was cold, and we were just talking about life. We were sitting in Sam Hughley's office, and we just were looking at the Bible and everything, and just kind of chilling. I remember I was sitting like this in one of the chairs, and you were sitting like that, and you probably were like, what is this freak, dude? I remember when you first came to Bible Boys, sitting there, and you just were so pensive and inquisitive, and then but quiet. And then when you went to Asbury, when you felt called to go, I remember seeing you hop in the car. I remember talking to you about how your dad was worried you hadn't driven on American highways yet, and like, you are one of the very few people where I remember our beginning, and super impactful. But there was also a lot of like, wow, who is this guy? It's totally like one of my first experiences, meeting somebody from Mexico and being close to them and knowing them and knowing like, oh wait, your brain is totally differently wired than mine because of X, Y, and Z. Like, so, I don't know what the question was. I forget. But our friendship was really cool.
Yes, that's awesome. I feel like y'all have like had different ways of coming into Judson. Like, you came in like a non-believer and not really believing in like God. Like, you came from a Catholic school and stuff, but like your faith journey is a little bit different than Gordon's faith journey. And just like you came in maybe not knowing anybody. And so like, when was the moment that like you realized like, oh wow, like, you know, the Nunez, wow. God's really placing the right people in my life right now.
That's good.
I think the beauty about Judson and God working in it is that there's not one moment. That every single day is an extra moment for that. And whether that was when we first started talking to your friend group after Upper Room. Because I would tell Gordon, so this is talking about bridges. The way that we started talking to your friend group was, hey Gordon, my dad keeps telling me that these girls are awesome. I don't have the boldness, nor confidence, nor social skills to approach them and become friends. Let's do it. Like, you lead, but that's my desire. And he led it, and look at us. Like,
our first conversation was about baby names.
It was.
It was at Upper Room, and we were there, and we talked about what we wanted to name our kids. I have a very extensive
And we played
list.
that shooting game.
Yeah. With not real guns.
With our
Mind
fingers.
you, not real guns. It's finger guns.
Only fingers.
Dr. Krim, sorry. Anyway. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I just thought that was a very key, important moment.
I agree completely.
Baby names.
So useless.
but that's the thing, and that's the beauty of God, how these majestic moments that occur either as a flash or through a long period of time, they just occur consistently, and you often get used to His goodness. But it's worthy of praise all the time.
It is all the time. I feel like last night at the worship night, I was so I got so emotional because I was so grateful for what God had provided me, because like this week, like I made so many new connections. Like I met so many of like the freshman architecture majors, so many of just like other people's friends, just like sitting in a lobby and being present with just people. And I feel like that was like something to praise about, because now like yesterday I was just walking to the caf all by myself. I think I said hi to like 7 people. Yeah. And I was like, what the heck? Like,
what the heck, Keontae?
What the
That's
heck?
crazy.
Yeah. And like you just gotta give it all to God. And so like I feel like I was so emotional last night, because it's like you just keep providing, and like it's just been so amazing. And yeah.
You were balling.
Yeah, I was.
I was looking over. I was like, oh my gosh.
She knows ball.
I was like, praise.
DJ came up and prayed to me, and after the prayer, he looked up and he just saw tears down my face. He goes, "Whoa, I'm so sorry." And I was like, "No, I needed that. So thank you so much."
That's so good.
Yeah. So Gordon, you're getting baptized soon.
Yes,
I'm so excited.
December 14th. If you're busy, don't be busy. Come and see me get baptized at Harvest Bible Chapel, 10 a.m.
And you have so many people like coming to see you graduate, because it's like one after the other. Yeah. And like I feel like
weekend all of it.
Like that's so amazing. And like okay, Gordon. And so how do you feel about like the people God has placed in your life to support you here at Judson?
How do I feel about them? I love them beyond words. Beyond words, beyond feelings, beyond emotions, beyond understanding. How do I feel about this specific moment in time? It's unreal. I have family coming from, my parents are coming, my siblings are coming, I have coworkers coming from my other job, I have friends staying, like you're staying extra, you're staying. There's no words to describe it. I think the Lord is he's too kind to me to bring so many people to build me into this and to take me through it and to go beyond it. So does that answer your question?
Yeah, I feel like you deserve like all this kindness you give.
Oh, I don't.
But listen, you give so much to people. Like this is God, just like being like, "Thank you, Gordon." Like just thank you, and you get to praise Him for that.
I would disagree. I think it's God. I think it's a privilege to be kind, and it's a calling. Yeah. For all of us, it's not just for me. I'm not a kind person all the time. Like I have my moments. I'm mean. You all know that. I get stressed. I'm sorry. This is God empowering. Yeah. It's God saying, "Wow, I'm so proud of you. Here's what's next." You know, Ephesians 3:20 and 21. Now to Him who's able to do immeasurably more than we can all ever, and we could all ask, imagine. Yeah. Through Jesus Christ, with the power at work within us and the church, to Him be the glory. It's empowering. Yeah. My baptism is empowering you. Yeah. It's empowering you. It's empowering people who are going to sit in that audience. It's empowering people who are going to watch the recording. Who's going to hear stories from my coworkers, who's going to tell their kids, "Hey, what'd you do this weekend? I went to a baptism for a coworker. Oh, what was that like? Yada, 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 yada." It's going to, when you go home to your family, I'm just a cog in a machine that's moving, that's making differences in people's salvation.
That's awesome. Yeah.
It's all fire. It's clock it. Yeah, I see the time. Thanks, Hannah. Our producer has just yelled at me. She's visually yelling at me right now.
Okay. So, should I just wrap it up, or should I just like
do what you got to do? Okay,
because I have one more question for him, and then it's a wrap up question. Okay, so Fernando, you're the JSO president here.
Gotta clap away from the mic.
And you have created such a big like Christian community here, and like even like with the non-believers, you have them going to stuff, and it's just been so amazing to see. And like even if they're not there for like the faith aspect, they're just there creating that community, and you really, like, last semester, you really wanted to make sure you picked the correct people, and, like, because you had this goal. You had this, like, goal set in your head, and you are, like, reaching above and beyond, and you've been so amazing at that. So, like, how did you choose the leaders, and how do you think the community has grown, like, through your eyes?
Yeah. Well, first of all, it's there's a passage in 1 Corinthians that says, Paul writes, "I planted the seed, Apollos watered, but God gave the growth."
Come on.
So now, neither he who plants nor he who waters is anything. Yeah. But God who gives the growth is everything. Yeah. And so, I've gotten the privilege to have seeds planted in me, and some other people watering that seed. But ultimately, it is God who has been giving the growth, so that I can go out there and try to live as a Christian the best way possible, as it is all of our callings, and we have all different gifts, and I think I can see the best attributes in people and exploit them in a good way to help others. And the most important thing that I focused on when doing interviews for the JSO team was people that were bold in their faith, but also that were bold in what Judson has given them. And everyone that I hired, they wanted to give back to the community that has given them so much. And that's a very key factor into how you go about your life. Because if there's no Thanksgiving in your life, then you're not receiving any joyful moments, nor providing them to anyone. And so that was the key factor.
That's awesome.
Being thankful.
Yes, I love that. And like, we're about to like start recruiting for next year's, and so anyone that's watching and want to be on JSO, like,
interview up, ready. Like, get ready, come on,
get ready. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Back.
Yeah, he's started this huge thing, and like, I know the next president's gonna just keep it going because everyone here that is so involved is so awesome. It's just gonna be amazing. So yeah. Okay, so to wrap up, clocking it with Cordy. If you could leave the listeners with one message or Bible verse about community, what would it be?
I like Psalm 133, verse 1. That says, "Behold how good and pleasant it is when brothers dwell together in unity." And whether that's non-believers and believers, or believers and believers, or non-believers and non-believers, the community aspect that God has given every single person here is beyond words. We have the privilege of talking to people from different countries, from different ethnicities, from different paths of life, and they all have a story to tell. And that story is worth hearing. So, and that's something that everyone should be grateful and open to receiving.
I don't remember the reference, but it says, you probably do. Fernando's a lot better at scripture memory than I am. And I feel blessed to be challenged by him to do that. But where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I am with them in the midst of that. Do you know it? Do you know where that's from?
It's in the Gospel.
Okay, I think it's Mark. But anyway, I think a lot of people focus on the 2 or 3. It's in his name. It's in his name, you know, and that doesn't just mean church. It doesn't mean Bible study. It doesn't just mean church, Bible study, prayer gatherings, one-on-ones, mentorships. It means wherever you are honoring the Lord with your words, your actions, and your time, he is there. And so I think we focus too much on the people, and people are great. People are everything in this life. Like at the end of your life, you're going to think about the people that were along with you for the journey. Not that I've at the end of my life, thank God, I have another 80 years. Just kidding. I don't want to live to 100. But I want 86 or 87. 6 or 7. Yes! Anyway, in his name, with him, he is there. Gather in his name. Take time to be with him and others, not just both separately. Take time to be with him, with others, and take time to be with him on your own. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So thank y'all.
Clock it,
guys. So thank y'all for being here on my podcast. I am so blessed just to have y'all here and just to have y'all as friends here at Judson. Y'all have grown me so much and like helps me with my faith. So I'm just so grateful for y'all. So thank y'all for being on my podcast.
You've grown us. So
thanks, guys.
Boom.